Lara, let's move on to the next part of this. Okay, they try to arrest him. Then there's the scuffle, and then there's the fight. Grabs the taser from one of the officers and starts running. Should the officers just stop and let him run away with the taser?
Interesting question. I mean, the officers are supposed to obviously pursue, but it gets to a point where the officer has to make the decision. Okay, is this pursuit causing any issues? At this point, the individual had the taser and was turning towards him and trying to get him. At one point, the officer had to make a decision that maybe it was better to just let him go. This wasn't a felon. This wasn't somebody who had just committed or was a suspect in a serious felony or a violent crime. This was somebody who they were trying to arrest for a DUI. And it wasn't a DUI that involved someone who was about to fall over, by the way. He seemed to be pretty coherent. He doesn't have the slurred speech. He's doing the tests, at least from what I saw. He's doing fine. I mean, he may be off a little bit, but overall, he seems fine. So I don't see I don't see any danger to public safety by letting this man go. I'm sure there was another way. They could have gone to his home later, or at some point they could have arrested him with a warrant based on a warrant. There was no reason, at least, there was no reason, even after the pursuit for the officer, to shoot and kill a man. I mean, this was a misdemeanor after all. Did this man deserve to be killed? Did he deserve the death penalty for a misdemeanor? Officers should know, at some point, they should know it's time to stop. Even if there was reason for him to pursue him initially, at some point, they need to just let it go if it does not involve a felon who has just committed a serious violent crime, or if the officer's life is not being endangered. And we didn't have either one here.
All right, Bernard.